alaikum, dear viewers. Today I'm going to throw light on the most sensitive topic that is called Alzheimer's disease. Over a century ago, a German doctor known as Alois Alzheimer spotted anomalies in brain sections of a patient with dementia. Ever since, people have been studying to understand and cure what is now known as Alzheimer's disease. World Alzheimer's Day is observed on 21st September every year to raise awareness about Alzheimer's and dementia. Dear listeners, what actually is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's disease is irreversible disease. It is a progressive brain disease that simply destroys memory and thinking skills. It is an irreversible disease. People with Alzheimer's disease eventually lose their ability to tackle different situations of life, to complete different tasks. So dear listeners, Alzheimer's is the most common cause of dementia among people aged 65 years and above. About 5.8 million people in the United States have Alzheimer's disease. Rarely, people lower than 65 years of age can have Alzheimer's disease, which is known as early onset Alzheimer's disease. So, the common early symptoms of Alzheimer's disease are trouble remembering recent activities, trouble completing different tasks, getting lost while driving in familiar routes. So, what are the early warning signs? The early warning signs include forgetting things, completely misplacing the things, withdrawing from social groups and activities. So there is a cure, there is a solution to every problem. Likewise, there are some helpful tips also for this disease.
What is Alzheimer's disease? Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia. It is thought to be caused by the formation of abnormal deposits of proteins called plaques and tangles. These are made up of two key proteins, amyloid and tau. Amyloid and tau are present in the healthy brains, but in Alzheimer's disease they function abnormally. They form the dead cells and cause the brain to shrink. In Alzheimer's disease, the hippocampus is usually first to get affected. It has a vital role in the formation of memory. So, some of the early stages of Alzheimer's disease, the person struggles to remember or it lost the memory of recent things. Let us support fight against dementia.
Assalamualaikum dear viewers. As we all are aware about COVID-19 pandemic, this pandemic has brought a number of challenges which have mental effect on everyone, including children and adolescents. As this virus spreads fast, it became a difficult task for parents to calm their children's anxieties, weeks of uncertainty and more stress in their. In this challenging time, let's make an effort to create an environment of positivity throughout the world. For that reason, I would like to suggest some points we can help at. First, speak calmly to your child if he or she misbehaves. Second, try to understand the reason behind the negative behavior. Third, build a good relationship with them on mutual trust and respect. Thank you.
Since Alzheimer's may affect the normal functioning of people, which may lead to other psychological problems such as depression and anxiety, as the person may feel to be a misfit in the society. Thus, we need not only to treat him medically but also psychologically by keeping him and the surrounding around him happy.
Suffering is always hard to quantify, especially when the disease is caused by a cruel disease like Alzheimer's disease. caring for such patients is really difficult. Alzheimer's symptoms can lead to severe mental impairment and the loss of brain cells that lead to memory loss.
When problem remembering and problem with your thinking becomes so specific and so common that it actually affects your daily life, it is diagnosed as dementia. Dementia, though, is not a specific disease. What do I mean by that? It's more of a common term described for a potential difficulties, judgment, memory, and reasoning.
Alzheimer disease. It's also called senile dementia. Alzheimer Day is observed on 21st September. It's a progressive disease that destroys memory and other important mental functions. A clinical psychiatrist and anatomist, Alois Alzheimer, reported the first case of Alzheimer disease in Germany of a 50-year-old woman on November 1906. It's a lifetime process, then symptoms.
Symptoms. A person having this type of disease may be aware of having difficulty remembering thoughts and organizing thoughts. People forget events, moments, conversations and not remember them later. People repeat questions and statements over and over. And then treatment.
Treatment are of two types, medication and self-care. Medication, which includes cognitive enhancing, which improves mental health, improves mental health, lowers blood pressure and improves mood. And acetylcholine esterase, which is an inhibitor. And self-care, which includes an aerobic physical exercise for 20 to 30 minutes.
Moral values are the behavioral practices, goals and habits which are validated by the society we are part of. School is the arena of moral values. Schools play a key role in inculcating moral values in students, thereby modifying their behavior. But due to this pandemic phase, schools couldn't play their part, and the results can be seen through the behavior of students. Their behavior has become weird. Their patience level has been disturbed. I'm not labeling all the students, but I am sharing my own experience.
Alzheimer's disease is a type of dementia, which means gradual loss of memory that affects a person's thinking behavior and ability to perform everyday tasks. Alzheimer's disease is associated with a build-up of certain proteins and chemicals in the brain, which leads to dementia symptoms that worsen over time. Although there is no cure, but still certain treatments may improve symptoms for a time. If possible, a person should try to maintain normal social contact with friends, family, exercise regularly, and engage in activities that stimulate the brain.
Alzheimer's Day is celebrated every year on 21st of September. The first case of Alzheimer was reported in the year 1901 by a German psychiatrist, Alois Alzheimer. Life is priceless. Alzheimer's is a progressive degenerative disorder wherein the person starts forgetting things. Since there is no permanent medical cure for the disease, so the patient needs physical and emotional support. Every 3 seconds, someone in the world develops dementia, and there is stigma surrounding the ailment. Lifestyle changes can be incorporated to lower the number of cases of Alzheimer's. The lifestyle changes include regular exercise, healthy diet, etc.